Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear worshipable devotees, thank you so much for joining in the study of Bhagavad Gita.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Ji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisance. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Kripa
kripa
Sindhu Vacha Paditanam Pavane Bhyo Vaishnave Bhyo Namo Namaha.
sadhunam samachittanam sutaram matkritatmanam darshanena bhagavidvan vamsho akshina savituryatha sadhu sangha sarva shastra koi lavamatra sadhu sangha sarva
Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy.
Krishna Bhakti Janma Mula Hoy Sadhu Sangha Krishna Prema Janma Tina Punya Mukhya Anga. Hare Krishna, thank you Ravi Prabhu, Shital Mataji, Oli Mataji, Shruma Mataji, Vaswati Mataji, Shilpa Mataji, and Girish Prabhu for taking out your most valuable time to study Bhagavad Gita. We have been reading a few verses in the last few sessions, and some of you memorized those also, which is excellent. So we'll do a quick review of those verses and then we'll cover some fresh verses today as well. So did anyone raise your hand if you memorized 12.14? Was it 15? 13, 14, 12.13 and 14. Lord Sri Krishna explains the qualities of great souls, devotees here. Advishta sarva bhutanam maitri karuna ivacha nirmamo nirhankara sama dukkha sukha shami santushta satatam yogi yatatma drida nishchaya maya arpita mano buddhir yo mad bhakta same priyaha. Anyone has memorized one or two or either one of these verses? Wants to try? I think some of you did. Yes, Shilpa Mataji, want to try?
Hare Krishna Prabhu Ji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Dandavat Pranam devotees. Yes, Prabhu Ji. Advishta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna yevacha ermamo nirahankaraha samadukka sukha kshami santushta satatam yogi rudatma yatatma dridhanishchayaha mayarpitam mano buddhir yomat bhakta same priya. Thank you,
Excellent.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Very nice. I think Girish Prabhu Mataji also memorized, right? Mataji is there? I'm not sure. Okay. So then we discuss 11:55.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, you want to? I think you memorized this. You remember? You memorized?
Yes, Prabhuji. I
Please.
can try.
Yes.
Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna eva cha nirmamo nihankara sama dukha sukha shami. And the next one, santushtam satatam yogi yatat mata dvadanishchaya. My something I forgot.
You can complete from the screen. That's fine.
May pritam no
Mano buddhir.
manobuddhe madbhakte same priya.
Very nice. You all see my screen, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, wonderful. And then we discuss 1155 of the Bhagavad Gita. Mat karma krin mat paramo mat bhakta sangha vajita nirvairi sarva bhuteshu yasamameti pandava. 5 qualities which will make us or which will take us back home, back to Godhead. Mat karma, do our activities keeping Krishna at the center. Mat paramuk, think Krishna the Supreme Lord always. Mad bhakta, be my devotee, Krishna says. Sangha varjita, free from bad association, free from mental speculation, fruitive work. And nirvairi sarva bhuteshu is same as 12:13, first line. What's 12:13, first line? Adveshta sarva bhutanam, right? You see, same, exactly same line. In just like paraphrased in Sanskrit. Adveshta sarva bhutanam or nirvairi sarva bhuti. Don't be envious, don't have any grudges, criticism against others. Maitri sarva, have friendships towards everyone. Maitri karuna huge. And the one who has that will certainly go back home, back to Godhead. Now, who has memorized this one? Wants to try? Yes, Ravi Prabhuji, please.
Yes, Prabhuji. Mat karma kirna mad bhakta mat paramo. Mad karma kirna mat paramo mad bhakta sangvarjitah nirvairah sarvabhuteshu samam eti pandava.
Very nice. Thank you. Anyone else
Hare
wants to try?
Krishna.
Who has memorized this? Okay. So, yes, Shilpa Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhuji, just wanted to try. Thank you, Prabhuji. Mat karma krit mat prabhavo mat bhakta sangavarjita nirvairagya nirvairagya sarvabhuteshu yes
Yes,
esama mat esamam eti pandava yasamam eti pandava. Thank you,
very
Prabhuji.
nice.
Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Anyone else before we move to the next one? Okay. Shital Mataji, you want to try? I can. Looks like you want to try.
I can try, Prabhuji. Hare
Yes.
Krishna. Dandavat. Pranam to all the devotees. Mat karma krit mat paramo mad bhakta sangavarjita nirvaira sarva bhuteshu yah sammam iti pandava.
Hari Bol. Wonderful. So now we will move to chapter 17. I mean, we are doing, every verse of Bhagavad Gita is very, very important. Just taking few verses. I don't know, don't ask me why and which order and which chapter I jump to, but anywhere we go, it's nectar. That's the essence of Bhagavad Gita. And we read in this verse, this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada is giving such a detailed purport. So now I thought to bring our attention to a few verses in chapter 17, right? 14, 15, 16, which talk about the material modes. Material modes are discussed in chapter 14 and in chapter 17 as well. Austerity of body. So tapa, right? In chapter 17, we discussed like food can be in 3 modes: goodness, passion, ignorance, right? And austerity. Austerity of body, B, W, and M. Body, mind, and words. So what is the tapa for body? What is the tapa for words or speech? And what is the tapa for mind? Austerity of body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master, and the superiors like the father and the mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. Austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting Vedic literature. Just wanted to give the context, and now we'll go to text number 16, which talks about austerity of mind. So let's meditate upon our Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, so that we can absorb in this verse today. Mana prasada saumyatvam. Would someone like to repeat after me? Or everyone try to repeat, but maybe one or two can repeat in the unmute mode. Mana prasada saumyatvam.
मनः प्रसादः सौम्यत्वम्
Monam atma vinigraha.
मौनम् आत्मा विनिग्रहः
Bhava samshuddhi ityetat.
भावसंशुद्धिरिति एतत्
Tapo manasamuchyate.
तपो मानसम् उच्यते
Mana prasada saumyatvam.
मना प्रसादा सौम्यत्वम्
Monam atma vinigraha.
मौनम् आत्मा विनिग्रहः
Bhava samshuddhir ityetat.
भावसं
भावसंशुद्धि इत्येतत्
Tapo manasamuchyate.
तपो
तपोमानसमुच्यते.
Maybe one or two of you can recite. Anyone wants to recite? Yes, Ravi Prabhu. And then Vaswati Mataji can recite.
Hare Krishna devotees. Manah prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava sansuddhirm iti etat tapo manasam uchyate. Hari bol.
माना प्रसादः सौमत्वम् मौनम् आत्मा विनिग्रहः भावसंशुद्धिर् इत्येतत् तपो मानसम् उच्यते.
Very nice. Thank you. Synonyms, translations were put by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jagat Guru, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Mana prasada, satisfaction of the mind. Man prasad. Saumyatvam. Some ladies have this name Saumya. Even gents also. I know I had a classmate named Saumya, right? So this is a common, not common, but some of you may have heard this name, Saumya, right? Being without duplicity towards others. Simplicity. Vaishnava means simplicity, non-duplicity. Maunam, gravity. Atma, of the self. Vinigraha, control. Atma, vinigraha, control, self-control. Bhava, of one's nature. Sama, shuddhi. Complete. Samyak rupena shuddhi. Complete purification. Shuddhi means purification, pure. Shuddha. Shuddha jal. Right? In India, you go sometimes you see Pyavo or something, right? Shuddha jal, right? Has anyone seen that? Shuddha. So, some shuddhi. Complete purification. Iti etat. Thus, iti etat, this, tapa, iti etat, all these things are said to be tapa manasam uchyate. It is said to be what? Tapa. Tapa means austerity. Tapasya of what? Mana. Some of the mind. Uchyate. Uvacha, same dhatu. So, what are the few things mentioned here? Man ko prasanna. Be happy, be satisfied. Mind, samyatvam, non-duplicity, simplicity. Number 2, maunam, gravity, not like frivolously talking and always gossiping, and know when to speak, how to speak, where not to speak, gravity, right? Number 4, atma vinigraha, self control, vinigraha. Bhava samshuddhir, purification of one's nature, right? We are in this bhava sagara. We have these bhava roga. We are in bhava sagar. So bhava samshuddhir. Number 5. So these are the 5 things said to be what? Tapo manasam, the austerity of mind. Okay, let's read the translation and the purport as well. So maybe one of you can read translation, one of you can read the purport.
I can read the translation, Prabhuji.
Yes, Ratish.
And satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerities of the mind.
Excellent. Now we'll go the other way. What is the Sanskrit word for this? Anyone recalls? We read?
Saumyatvam. No, manah prasada.
Prasada, yes.
Mat prasada is different, Mataji.
Manah prasad, yes.
Manah prasada. Yes, very nice. Simplicity,
Saumyatvam.
Saumya, gentle, simple, non-duplicitous, right? Gravity,
Mauna.
maunam. Wow, you're like amazing.
Yeah.
Self-control,
Atma vinigrah.
Atma vinigraha.
atma vinigraha, complete. Atma vinigraha, whenever we add the word vi, it's like special, visheshan, vishesh, right? So it is called like vairagya. So it's special control. So atma vinigraha means special. What does it mean to control? Like no, controlling the mouth does not mean not speak, but to speak pure. Controlling the hands does not mean I will not do anything. Controlling the legs doesn't mean I won't walk. Controlling the money doesn't mean I won't use money, but special, complete, used for Krishna's service. Hands, legs, senses. Atma vinigraha. Okay, purification of one's existence.
Bhava samsuddhi.
Shuddhi, sama shuddhi, purification. You can remember Shuddha Jal, right? Sama shuddhi, complete. Of whom? Our own self. Bhava samshuddhir. Austerity of mind is said to be mana tapa manasa uchyate. Okay, let's read the purport. So 5 things. Okay, let's do a quick revision in the English. What are the 5 things for the austerity of mind as per 17.16 of Bhagavad Gita? Prabhupada said we should be like lawyers. If someone says, okay, what this is the austerity of mind. What is the proof? Bhagavad Gita 17.16 says that. I'm not saying Bhagavad Gita 17.16 says that. It is like axiomatic truth. No one can question. If I say Shubhilas Govindas says that, okay, who is he? Tomorrow he says something, today he's saying something, yesterday he said something. No, but when he says Bhagavad Gita says that, it's like the law. No one can question that. So, what are the 5 things as per Bhagavad Gita? Okay, let's see who remembers 1 or 2 or more.
Satisfaction,
of mind.
Satisfaction of mind. Wonderful.
simplicity, Simplicity.
Simplicity, Saumyatvam. What was the Sanskrit for satisfaction of mind?
Mana
Mana
prasad.
prasada.
Mana prasada. Wow, amazing. Mana prasada, then Saumyatvam,
Saumyatvam.
simplicity, non-duplicity. Okay.
Maunam. Gravity.
Mauna, gravity. Very nice.
Self-control.
Self-control.
Atma
Atma
Vinigra.
vinigra.
Atma vinigra. You can do expression also, right? Control में लाना, right? किसको? अपने आप को, औरों को नहीं, औरों को नहीं आएगा. We can do ourselves, right? Self-control. And what else?
Purification.
Purification.
Bhava samsuddhi.
Complete purification of
Bhava.
others? No,
Apna
no.
swabhava.
Our
One's
nature.
yeah, of one's existence, right? Odichi bhava tufane nahika nistara. I'm caught up in this bhava sagar. I'm caught up in this bhava roga. So many words this time. We have to bhava sam shuddhi. So now you know the English also. Now you know the Sanskrit also. Now you know the verse also. It's amazing. Let's read the purport real quick by His Divine Grace, and then we'll let's see. Anyone wants to read who has not read?
I can go
Okay.
ahead. Mataji.
Okay, Shurma Mataji, you can do.
Okay, thank you. To make the mind austere is to detach it from sense gratification. It should be so trained that it can be always thinking of doing good for others. The best training for the mind is gravity in thought. One should not deviate from Krishna consciousness and must always avoid sense gratification. To purify one's nature is to become Krishna conscious. Satisfaction of the mind can be obtained only by taking the mind away from thoughts of sense enjoyment. The more we think of sense enjoyment, the more the mind becomes dissatisfied. In the present age, we unnecessarily engage the mind in so many different ways for sense gratification, and so there is no possibility of the mind becoming satisfied. The best course is to divert the mind to Vedic literature, which is full of satisfying stories as the Puranas and the Mahabharata. One can take advantage of this knowledge and thus become purified. The mind should be devoid of duplicity, and one should think of the welfare of all. Silence means that one is always thinking of self-realization. The person in Krishna consciousness observes perfect silence in this sense. Control of the mind means detaching the mind from sense enjoyment. One should be straightforward in his dealings and thereby purify his existence. All these qualities together constitute austerity in mental activities. Back to you, Prabhuji. Hare
Wow,
Krishna.
this is amazing, isn't it? So much nectar here. So, what are the takeaways from the purport? What did we read? What do you recall? Basically, the whole idea is to control mind, right? Which we all want. Anyone? Right? Everyone wants mind to control. Okay. What are the takeaways from the purport?
Always thinking
Make-
good about others.
Yes. Always thinking good about others. That is such a brilliant point. Always thinking good about others. You see, everything is linked, right? Who will be able to always think good about others? Who is nirvairi sarva bhuteshu? If one is thinking, oh, he's my enemy, then he's not thinking, he's thinking good about maybe my child, my son, my wife, my family. Others, okay, will no. But who is a friend to all? Maitri karuna evacha. You see how we have to link what we are studying, right? Without bias, without duplicity, saumyatvam, right? Who's non-duplicit. Okay, very nice point. This whole verse is manasa, mana, tapa, right? Or controlling mind. What else we read just now?
Staying away from sense gratification.
Sense gratification is what? I draw.
Sense gratification means letting the mind control everything. Whatever mind wants, senses will put the senses to work.
Sense gratification is inversely proportional to what? Mind control, right? Is it okay? Is it a fair statement?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu, I think so.
You think so? You just read it. The more
No,
we
it is.
indulge in sense gratification, what will happen? The less we'll be able to control our mind. That's basically, the less we engage in sense gratification, selfish sense gratification, the more we'll be able to control our mind. Or always thinking. Now, if we elaborate this further, selfless devotional service, can we say it's directly proportional to
Yes,
mind
Prabhu.
control? And that basically also means doing good for others, is it not? Right? The more we do good for others, the more we're positively engaged in selfless devotional service, in serving others, the more we'll feel happy, the more the mind will be, less disturbed, the more the mind will be controlled, the more mind will wander. Sorry, the less the mind will wander, right? It will be more controlled. Okay, what else we read? What else we read in the purport? Anything else anyone recalls?
Simple living,
Simplicity.
simplicity,
Simplicity, non-duplicity,
non-duplicity. Yes.
Vaishnavata means saralta. Saralta hi Vaishnavata. Vaishnavata means saralta, saumyatva, honesty. And maunam also means to not, it doesn't mean to not speak, Prabhupada is mentioning, but to engage our mind. The best course is to divert the mind in reading stories, Gita, Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Puranas, Ramayana. So much is there to read, to understand, to apply, and to make it fun, interesting, interactive. It's relevant, it's interesting, it's relatable. One can take full advantage of this and become pure. What was it? Hava samshuddhi. By reading this, it will cleanse. By performing selfless devotional service, it will lead to purification of one's existence. Think of doing welfare for all. Silence. Wow, Prabhupada gives such a beautiful. Silence means what? One is always thinking of self-realization. Such a fresh meaning. If we ask, what does silence mean? Okay, thoda chup raho, mat bolo, right? Stay quiet. Silence means to think of self-realization. Wow, isn't that amazing perspective? Perfect silence in this sense. Perfect silence. That means he is always thinking of what? Self-realization. Right? What is the ultimate goal of life? Already I am 30, 40, 50 years old. More than half of the life is gone. And the remainder years, my senses won't be as good as they were in the first half. Everyone agrees to that? The energy, the old age is rough, right? Is much rougher than the youth and the adulthood. We're not able to walk properly, hear properly, eat properly, digest properly. Who knows what's going to come? So we should observe perfect silence. That means thinking of self-realization.
Self-realization.
Control of mind. Detaching the mind from sense enjoyment and fixing in selfless. Straightforward in one's dealings. These are big things. Again, Saumyatva. All these qualities together constitute austerity in mental activities. And one who observes that, certainly it's I mean, easier said than done, right? It's not that easy. But again, when we know, when we try to practice, then only it will be possible. Anything else? Anyone else has anything struck you? Prabhupada also mentioned about reading scriptures, engaging the mind, right? Because mind is very active. It needs something. I'm telling you, like I have observed that it's like, the day we don't have class, it's not that, the day we have class, somehow if we just put ourselves in that position, then 30-40 minutes fly like anything, right? With the power of Sangha, and it's been like 30 minutes, we are reading, discussing, and I hope we are relishing. It doesn't feel like. But alone, it's feel hard. It's hard to read 30 minutes. When we're in a group, we can do exercise also, 30 minutes will fly fast. But alone, 5 minutes, oh, 5 minutes you were, right? Did anyone experience that? So in a group, it's easier. So proper Sangha. So what's the verse? Which verse are we talking about? Tapa? Mind?
17:16.
17.
No,
17. Okay.
16.
Now let's write the Sanskrit and English. So, okay. We are doing writing. For those who like to write in your notebooks or whatever online medium, you can write, or we can write together also. So what are the things we learned in the verse? We are going to verse memorization round now.
Mana prasada, satisfaction of mind.
Mana prasadam. Prasadam. So what's prasadam?
Mind satisfaction.
Okay, good. Mana prasadam. Next.
Saumyatvam.
Saumyat.
Tvam.
Simplicity, right? Not
Simplicity.
duplicity. What else?
Maun.
Maunam.
Mana prasada saumyatvam. Maunam. Maunam. What is maunam?
Silence.
But also
Self-realization.
means gravity. If the word to word was gravity. Silence doesn't mean to close our mouth. That is not silence. There are people who say, Maun Vrat, I'm not going to speak. It's like better than speaking bad words. It's better than speaking ugly things to others. But there's a whole positive realm to speak Krishna's name, form, qualities. If we don't speak, if we don't engage, how will we be able to share? Right? I mean, we can do in the mind also, but if we have to outreach and sing publicly loud Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, if we have to remain silent, why did God give us the vocal cords and the tongue, right? So it's better, I mean, silence is better than not bad speaking, but there's a whole positive realm of speaking, which is in the 17-15 verse actually. When to speak, how to speak, where to speak. Okay. Manah prasada saumyatvam
Matyam. Maunam atma
Vinigraha.
atma vinigraha.
vinigraham.
Atma means self. Self-control.
Control.
Self-control.
Control. Let's go. Control. Atma means self. Vinigraha, control. Then
Bhav Sanshuddhi.
Bhava Samshuddhir, purification of one's existence, right? Okay. Everyone good with the Sanskrit and the English terms? Writing. helps, really helps. So those who like, you can, I see Shital Mataji is so nicely writing. So Bhava Samshuddhi.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Priti Mataji is also writing. And what's the last concluding?
Tapa mana iti uchyate.
Iti etat
Etat iti
tapo mana
tapa.
uchyate.
Tapa.
Iti etat tapo mana uchyate. Mano uchyate.
Bhava Samshuddhiriti etat. Right?
Hmm.
Iti etat.
Etat.
Okay.
Tapa mana
Samskrita.
uchyate. These are called the tapasya of mind. Let's see. Manah prasad saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhir iti etat tapo manasam uchyate. Tapo, let's fix this one. Tapo mana sam uchyate. Okay, now you can see it because in few seconds you won't see it. You can see it one more time to fix it in your heart, mind, and consciousness. Manah prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhiriti etat tapo manasam uchyate. The more we read loudly also now, it really helps. Sanskrit is the language of the Supreme Lord and the upper, so it has multiple benefits, materially, spiritually, Okay, now who would like to try this verse? 1760, okay, of Bhagavad Gita, which talks about the austerity of mind. Anyone would like to try? 5 things. I think all of you know now. It's not hard now. After
Can I try, Prabhuji?
yes, Prabhuji, let's try.
Manah prasada saumatvam. Manah prasada saumyatvam. No, manah prasada saumyatvam.
Maunam.
Maunam atma vinigraha bhava sansuddhiram iti etat manas tapa uchyate.
Very nice. Very good, Prabhuji. Anyone else wants to try?
I try, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Mana prasadah saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava sansuddhi ityetapo mana samunchyate.
Very nice. Manah prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhir iti etat tapo manasa uchyate. Anyone else?
I
You
can try.
count 5 things. Manah prasada saumyatvam maunam, right? Maunam
Nigraha. Atma vinigraha.
vinigraha bhava samshuddhir iti
Iti
etat.
etat
These tapa
manasa.
manasa uchyate. Okay, yes, Mataji, please try.
Manah prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samsuddhir iti etat tapo manasam uchyate.
Wonderful. Excellent. Anyone else wants to try? Feeling left out? Everyone knows at least, okay, you can paraphrase it in English, in Sanskrit, right? Okay. So the goal, the goal is to read, understand, try to memorize, but most importantly, try to follow it, right? The goal is not to memorize them, but the goal is to internalize them, right? So let's really reflect upon doing good for others, right? Let's really reflect upon thinking always for self-realization. Let's really reflect upon how much sense gratification am I doing and how much selfless devotional service am I doing. How many of you have feel that when the sense gratification increases, mind also very chanchal, mind is out of control. But when devotional service increases, we feel more positive, more focused, more, direction is there, right? I'm sure we all have experienced that. If we indulge more in sense gratification, mind will be unclear, directionless. Easy things will appear difficult. We'll easily get agitated. We'll easily get angry. Lack of devotional service, like spiritual weakness, right? Selfless devotional service means spiritual strength. Spiritual strength means mind control. Now, sense gratification, they can't go both, like sense gratification and spiritual growth doesn't go together. Sense gratification is up, spiritual growth is weak, mind control is weak, direction is weak, anger easily, agitation easily we'll get. So it's all, I'm sure we have all experienced that. So this verse, so much to learn from this verse. Any quick closing comments, thoughts, corrections anyone has from 17:16? I'm repeating the verse again and again so that it goes in our mind and heart. 5 things, right? Yes, Mataji, Sheetal Mataji want to say something.
No, Prabhu, I was just going to say that I noticed that the last line is similar to that austerity of speech. Vangmay tapa uchyate, tapa manasa uchyate. But I just realized it's just the previous verse. Austerity of speech.
Yes, absolutely. The previous verse is the austerity of speech, and the verse previous to that is austerity of
Your body.
body. So yes, all 3 of these verses, they go kind of hand in hand, right? The verse previous to that is Sharira Tapa Uchyate. So
BMW.
yes, Prabhuji knows that very well. The sannyasi
Prabhuji, can you repeat the acronym what he said? I didn't get that. What he
BMW.
said.
BMW.
Oh,
Body,
okay.
mind, words.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So all of us can drive BMWs. Right? Sannyasis have a very special car,
Hmm.
Their car, the staff is basically BMW. Sannyasis, they carry. What does the staff represent? It has 3 stick, 3 dandi sannyasa. 3 danda. 3 danda hota hai usme. And they are wrapped together, right? The kaya, vacha, manasa.
Manasa.
Sharira, kaya, vani, vacha,
Vacha.
manasa, which we did. So 17.14, 15, 16. You can link it. Body, mind, words. Sharira, kaya, body. Mind is mind, and words, speech. And then there's a tiny staff on the top, curved, that's called Atma, self, right? Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, and Self, Bhava, Samshuddha, completely given to Krishna. When they bow down, if you have seen sannyasis bowing down in the temple, they first touch their staff to the ground and then they offer obeisances. BMW. body, mind, words. Any other comments, thoughts?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Maybe just thought or like need some validation of my understanding. So we know that like, the religion, like the dharma has 4 legs, right? And in Kali Yuga, 3 of the legs are broken and it is just being carried on the one leg, which is truth. Rest of the 3 like austerity, compassion, and what's the other one? Austerity, compassion, and like there is one more.
Self-study.
Cleanliness, yeah.
Yes, cleanliness. So all those 3 are broken. So in this verse, we are reading that austerity, and austerity could be of mind or like, body or words. So as devotee, are we saying that we are trying to establish the broken legs of the dharma?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's not wrong to say that. Now it's, if we ask like truthfulness, how much truthfulness is left in the world? Very almost nil, right? It's actually, even that one leg was like 5,000 years back, right? When this whole incident happened, and Parikshit Maharaj's incident, now that bull is like practically there's no leg left, and it's going to degrade very fast, right? So yes, actually, you brought a very nice point, and it's very, very important for all of us to know what. And I want to not quote, any again Tom, Dick, Harry. I want to take us to the roots, right? I want all of us to go to the roots. Root means what is ISKCON for? Prabhupada Society. ISKCON. When Prabhupada began the International Society for Krishna Consciousness in New York City in 1966, he formulated a clear mission statement, the 7 purposes of ISKCON. So every devotee should, if not memorize, but at least like know in paraphrased way, right? To systematically propagate the spiritual knowledge to society at large and educate the people in techniques of spiritual life, to check the imbalance of values in life and achieve real unity and peace in the world. What is this imbalance? Adharma, right? So by practicing Krishna consciousness, truthfulness, cleanliness, compassion, austerity, etc., we're trying to somehow create some positive aspect in the world through our own example. And the more people we can bring to this path, the better it is. Therefore, that's doing real good. Right? To propagate the Krishna consciousness, right? To bring the members, to encourage Sankirtana movement, direct. Yeah. But I think this very well aligns with what you said, is it not? So absolutely, we are trying to, as Vaishnavas, as individuals, which was the 1716, okay. We are trying to help establish dharma in our lives and whoever is connected to us, right? The more, the merrier. Any thoughts? Is it okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. And then maybe a follow-up, like, sometime we say that, somebody follows some other religion or somebody follows other religion. But the main core, the foundation remains the same in all the religion, right? Which is these 4 that we are talking about. So, like, if somebody follows Allah or somebody follows Jesus, this doesn't change, right? So it's everywhere applicable, like, one should maintain the austerity, like cleanliness or like, other things that we just spoke. So that is like kind of foundation for every religion, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. To be a good human being is the foundation. We cannot be a great devotee or a good devotee and a bad human being, right? One cannot be a good devotee and, bad citizen, right? Good devotee means he'll be a responsible citizen. He'll be a responsible mother, responsible father, responsible child. Whatever roles we have, we'll try to do the best we can, right? Be kind, compassionate, charitable. And these qualities and bhakti, they go hand in hand. So it's not that just being like, let's say one is nice, compassionate, caring, good employee, good husband, good father. But if one does not have bhakti, eventually those will fade away with time or with decades or life. Ultimately, one may get a better, pious birth at max. So yes, bhakti is the foundation, but also you have to understand that every saint had a past. One could be a very malicha, like Prabhupada. When he came, his audience were very bad in character, in habits, in everything. But in absolutely, in a very fast time, right, all the impurities were gone. So bhakti is the core thing, right? One should step up from ignorance to good, so passion to goodness, but not stop there. One should transcend and engage in pure bhakti. That's the goal. That's what Prabhupada links everything to pure bhakti. Silence means self-realization. Saumyatva means gravity, thinking of Krishna, simplicity in dealings. Right? Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so everyone please try to memorize 17:16 of Bhagavad Gita. Most of you may know 17:15. Anyone know 17:15? It's one of the memory verses.
I know, Prabhuji. Don't know the practical part, but know the memory sloka. अनुद्वेगकरं वाक्यं सत्यं प्रियं हितं च यत् स्वाध्यायाभ्यासनं चैव वाङ्मय तप उच्यते.
Very nice. It's one of my favorite verses also. And it closely you can link this to 12:15, 17:15, 12:15, 15:15, right? Playing with numbers, right? 15:15 also an important verse. 12:15 important verse, which links with 17:15 very, very well. If you do not speak bad, will not end up hurting others. Anudvegakaram. Yasmano dujate loko loka na dujate harshamarsham bhayadvega yo mad bhakta samipriya. जो औरों को उत्तेजित नहीं करता. How will one not agitate others? By not speaking bad. Simple. So it links very well. Okay. So we'll pause here. Please memorize this and we'll reconvene on Friday evening. Tomorrow afternoon, we have the 4 questions for those who joined that. It's going amazing. We have last 3 sessions left. Amazing book. We are posting the recordings also. It's in the afternoon at 1 p.m. Last 3 sessions are left for those very, very nice lessons we are reading with the kids. And some adults also join. So thank you. We're going to pause here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vishnunabhyo namo namah. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Thank you so much. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Dhanavad
Krishna.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna.